we're live. Been a while since I've done this, huh? We need some people. We need some people. Nobody. It's been a while, that's why probably no one's. Alright, we got one. We got one. Poison ivy again, I think. 2-5, there it is. Milkman, Mark. Ooh, it's hot. It got hot again. I'm staying cool in the AC. Carolina Farm Weld, what's up, buddy? Jim Logger, Bubba Shinholster. David Golden, hi, buddy. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully it's cooler wherever you are than it is here. As it is humid, sticky and hot and humid, just yuck, ain't no good. I'm running over here and shut a light off. MSL, what's that? Wild man, I don't know about all that business, but hot and oh man, I bet it is hot down your way. I'm gonna grab, matter of fact, it's so hot that I'm gonna grab me a tasty beverage out of the fridge. We can all sit down and have a tasty beverage together for a little while here. Switched up. Hot weather goes for the, everyone calls it chick beer, Bud Light Lime. Yeah. Yep, say what you will. Stuff works good in fish batter, if you ever batter up fish. The CTR works fine, Jim Logger. I think I've narrowed the problem. Hey, Kev. I've narrowed the problem down to we think it's hydraulic pump. I think she's just worn. It's a Rexroth. Hi, Mr. McCoy. How are you? I see you got another Fox down there. I'm glad to hear it. You were pretty bummed about your other one. Whatever happened to her? I have a trailer mounted loader. Yes, I do. Trailer mounted. And this thing here, the hour meter on there must have been switched. Well, it had to be switched. But it's because calling Barco, they have all the service stuff for like the service records for that loader. And he was able to tell me everything that was ever done to it throughout its lifetime. So it has a lot more hours on it. Doing good, Mr. Rhodes. So it's had a couple different hydraulic pumps on it in its life. And this one on it's a Rexroth. Now the only issue we're having with this is we're going to get a rebuild kit and we're going to rebuild it. The tag, it must have been rebuilt, remanned one time in its lifetime, and they took the tag off. So I have no way of knowing the flow rate on this motor. What's up, Storm and Norman? So I don't know how many gallons per minute or whatever that is to get the right rebuild kit for it. So we'll be tearing that off here pretty soon. I'm just getting to the point where I'm finally like turning a corner. Got to get parts for my Bucks dog. Gonna be a fun because I don't know what. I hear you, man. Half the problem is just figuring out what the hell it is. Because most of the time, something you got, okay, you'll find out that it's this and it was made then. Well, then this person bought that company out, and then that company was bought by another company, and then, you know, just all this cross-reference bullshit. So, but, what was I talking about? Yeah, I'm going to pop that pump off. Might just take it to a place and have them rebuild it. I don't know yet. But it's hard. I don't want to slow down now because I finally turned a corner. I'm getting out of these shitty bottoms and these long-ass skids. I'm starting to come up out. And last week was my first, like, okay, I felt like I got some shit done this week. You know what I mean? I really felt like we were moving wood. And just, you know, me and the skidder, man, we was in 2 days, Wednesday, that video I took of me hacking all them trees. When am I coming down? You know, I keep running this over my head. I want to come down and see you. And I was supposed to go back and see Stevie and Wade. And that's when I broke my damn foot. And like shit has just been rough since, like trying to get back on to where I was. You know what I mean? So I get some free time. So like we're adding on to our camp. So that makes it it's tough. I don't have a lot of free time. Hi, Mr. Al. I haven't heard from you in a while, buddy. How you doing? How's things over your way? So, yeah. That's what I was saying. We're adding on to the camp, so I don't have a lot of free time right now. The foot is good. Okay. Dickard, what's up? No red Solo Cup, Dickard, but no, here's one for you. The foot is good. It aches. It gets sore. I mean, I don't know what you want, it's sore. I dickered it up, as you could say. No shit. Oh, definitely have to come down. I wonder how long of a drive it is from my place down to you. You're in North Carolina, MSL, or South Carolina? North Carolina, right? You're not far from... I didn't think you were too far from... Yeah, North Carolina. You weren't too far from Lager Brandon. It's tasty in hot weather. Say what you want. It's good. I like it. But, yeah. So, I don't have a lot of free time and do, work a lot, but try to leave a little time in there for fun. Cool. Cool. So, I don't know what Bunyan's going to bring this year. I don't know if I'm going to make it yet or not. I'm still talking to my brother about when we're going to get our flights for Newfoundland for moose hunting. Everybody say hi to Mr. Tharp. He is in the house. So, but we're going to do the rebuild on the loader. And like I said, it's been hard. I don't want to stop because we're making money for a change, which is good. Where are you at? Where's who at, Real McCoy? Oh, fuck, man. You guys are killing me. Everybody I want to meet's going to Bunyan. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. Not far from Pittsburgh. I'm just west of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I'm thinking I'm probably about 6 hours from you guys. Maybe. Probably as long as it took me to get the way it'd take me to get to you. The buck saw, it's not the buck saw. I got it narrowed down. It's a pump. After doing some tests on it when it was hot, and this has been a real process. Pain in the ass is what it's been, but I think I got it narrowed down to the pump. Jim Loggers from Kentucky. The fella I'm working with is from Kentucky. The guy runs Skidder, Terry. He's a great dude. Great dude. Couldn't ask for a better skidder, man. He knows what to do, when to do. He's got many more years of experience than I have. So he's got 3-4 times as much time in it as I do. So every bit of three times as much. So he's been pulling logs his whole life. I have a CTR delimber, but I don't use it too much. To be honest with you, I'm cutting hardwood a lot of times, and if I'm cutting it, 7 hours and 8 minutes. Okay. All right. We'll figure it out. I think we're gonna get down that way. Sooner or later, I'm gonna get down there, Mike. I'm gonna get by all you guys. I mean, what the hell? You only live once, right? So, but no, the delimber I don't use that much. Maybe when we get into pine a little bit, but when I'm the one cutting it, I take all them limbs off in the woods. Yeah, granted, you got some here and there. But like you saw what I was doing the other day, okay? So if anyone just saw that other video where I was knocking all them aspen down. Now that cut, there were some people, I want to clear something up. There's some people saying, oh, is that a clear cut? That people, they're destroying their forest. They don't care about their land, blah, 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 blah. It's not that. This is set up. What this is strip property. There was parts of this property that were strip mined. Or they're either stripped or there's spoils from the strip were put there. And it was stripped basically long time ago. Back in the 30s. So what they did is we have pockets of aspen. Big pockets. And what we're doing is we're cutting all the aspen comes off that, that's safe to get, that I can use. I mean, yeah, you're going to miss a few here and there, but trying to remove the aspen to promote the good hardwood growth. And then where the good hardwood's growing, we're thinning. basically everything 14 inches and up. It like breast height, stump height, breast height, right in there. You know what I mean? And then any like dead ash, usually drop it unless it's too far gone or nothing we can do with it. And that 14 inches up is any hardwood. So it's not just like the good stuff like red oak, white oak, and everything. We're removing the garbage too, like your shitty elms and your basswoods and all this other goofy stuff that really doesn't, no value. I'm trying to promote the growth of the good stuff. So that's what that is. And everybody thinks a clear cut is bad. Clear cuts are not bad. Thanks, Norman Normans. And they're actually very good for a forest because, like, when you cut your hair, you don't cut just a few. You cut them all, and they come back evenly. And that's kind of the idea with a clear cut. Now, I'm not saying a clear cut's the best thing in every situation because it's not. But they have their place. So, but what I was doing there is I was hacking them trees down. And it's so thick and crappy in there. And so many vines. You saw a couple videos, my gas can rant, that video, how thick it is. So what I'm doing is I'm knocking these trees down. Just boom, 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 throwing them down. And they're aspen, they got real brittle limbs. So I'll go in with the grapple and I'll grab them and I'll pull them to like an intermediate landing. And most of the branches get ripped off, but some do, some don't. And I'll drop them there, hop out, knock a couple limbs off them that need to be knocked off them, go back and grab more. And then the fellow come along with the other skidder and grab them up, take them off. Thanks, MSL. But it saves him the time of trying to weave that cable through all those jaggers. But I can just do it and just back over and grab them, the hell with them vines, rip them all out, mess them. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's like Vietnam. I ain't never there, and I hope I couldn't imagine. That's just terrible. It's terrible. Yes. It does promote a healthier habitat. And the good thing also about a clear cut is it provides cover for the animals, way more pounds of food per acre. And you look at deer studies, West Virginia has a couple of these studies they did what a clear cut does. Do what a clear cut, how many pounds of food a clear cut will provide animals as opposed to how many pounds of food a 200-year-old white oak, red oak stand is. And it's like, your white oak, red oak stand, these are just numbers I'm throwing out there. Hi, Nathan. They're not exactly, I can't remember them exactly. I'd have to look up the studies. But it's like your 200-year-old oak stand provides food, 250 pounds per acre for, 30 days, 50 days out of the year, whereas your clear cut provides 250 pounds an acre to 300 pounds an acre all year long, really, because you have your browse and it's low where the animals can reach it. So deer ticks. Fella just asked about deer ticks. Yes, we got lots of them, tons of them. They're everywhere. Now they don't really bother me too much, knock on wood, and I don't know if it's just because I taste that bad or if I think it's got something to do with the saw exhaust, that diesel and that two-stroke gas, because you stink like saw gas, so it gets on you. I think that has something to do. Dude, MSL, I was watching your videos of a couple, you're cutting them, and I've been there, you just hack them, and it disappeared. It's like you hear them going down over the hill, you don't even see them, though. It is fun to cut. They can be a real pain to clean up sometimes. Looks like nice timber, too, nice hardwood. Dickard, buddy, if you're still watching, how's things out your way? How you doing? How's that super secret project coming? Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, Nathan. It's something with the saw gas exhaust. So they don't seem to get me too bad. Stampede is finally over. What you talking about, man? I missed something. I've been busier than cats covering up shit, as Wade would say. I just haven't had time to breathe. Like today, I was going to go, I have a little fuel filter issue on my boat I got to get ironed out. And I was going to go up there. I had to work at the Camp Pour Concrete. And oh, the Calgary Stampede. Okay. I don't know what the hell I was saying. I was talking. I totally lost it, folks. I'm sorry. Oh, I just been really busy, and I came home today. I just said kind of like, you know, F it. I'm going to go home, and I spent a lot of time doing a little sleeping this afternoon. I had to catch up on that. It was really starting to catch me, and you got to be rested. You can't be farting around in the woods all tired and exhausted, and you get hurt. Yep, fuel filter, Wayne. It's not getting fuel at high RPMs. Just think they're gunked up. So we'll get them changed and get back to doing some fishing. That's going to be this weekend's task, hopefully, as long as the weather's good. If the weather's not good, I'll probably go work at camp. I am not swinging the hammer. I am logging full time. It's a little scary going from that sense of security of, well, there's a paycheck there as long as I show up. And it's not necessarily that way with logging. You got to show up and you got to produce. But I like it. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's scary as hell one day, and the next day it's just like, oh, this is great. I fish for anything that bites. Is that James Montana? Was that what your name was? James Montana 29. If it swims, I'll fish for it. But what I like to fish for the most is walleye, salmon, perch, crappie fishing. The boat I'm in to take 4-footers, no problem at all. I don't fish and stuff like that. I mean, having my boat up there and being lucky enough that I'm not that far, and I can go whenever I want, really. I have not, Travis. I've never been there. I want to go striper fishing out in the ocean, but having the ability to go out on Erie whenever I want, I tend to just go when it's nice, man. MSL, buddy, you're more than welcome to come fishing. Let me get this boat ironed out and you come on up. We'll catch some walleye. I was talking to Dale. We're talking about going to up to Rhode Island. That would be fun. I know if I go up there with them, I'm going to eat my body weight in freaking lobster. I mean, just every day. I'm going to eat so much lobster, I'm going to get sick. I don't care. So, hey, Wayne, you ain't kidding, buddy. Erie's a beautiful, beautiful body of water, but you have to respect her. You do not respect her, she will slap you and slap you hard. Carroll County, Maryland? There's a Carroll County, Ohio, my buddy's wife's from. I think you were the one that said Maryland. I just don't want to get mixed up with somebody else. But I figured I'd go live. Shoot the shit with y'all. Enjoy a tasty beverage with y'all. Yes, Maryland. Okay. And just been hacking. Finally starting to get out of this aspen. I feel like I've been cutting aspen. You know, it's like, oh, one more day of cutting it. One more day of cutting it. This one section we did cut like 5 to 6 loads an acre. An acre of aspen. I mean, it's just big, solid, you know, strip. We're getting, I'm cutting 4 20-footers out of it. It's usually, on average, it's 2 to 3 scrag logs and then a pulp log. I never do peel bark. Okay, I just saw your video, MSL. The bark falls off this aspen like that, in big chunks like it does with the poplar. What I want to know is, what do they peel the bark for? I've heard of this before, and it just seems like that would be the most miserable job in the world ever, to peel bark. What are they doing with that poplar bark? Why do they peel it? I'm sure your video might tell me that, but I got you on here, so let's hit you up. No shit siding, and it works that good? Nathan, someone's shooting fireworks. Okay, yes, siding. This is, we do, right now, since the market's so good, there's such a demand for like scragwood. The softwood scrag is not flooded right now because a lot of people, what they're doing, since the good timber is cutting so well, or paying so well, a lot of people are cutting the nicer timber. So that makes a little more of a demand for the softwood scrag, which is kind of nice. Which jacks the price up, makes it worth for us to cut it, which we'll cut it either way. But I mean, there's a mill by us. They just love it. They make a lot of one-way pallets and things out of it like that. Stuff that goes shipped one way and never comes back. Cool. They pay you really good for that stuff? I mean, well, I mean, you don't have to say that on here. I mean, I'm just wondering if it's hemlock and yellow pine and white. I like cutting hemlock. I love cutting white pine. Now, yellow pine, it's fun to cut sometimes. Holy shit, 70 years. They, you can really, because the fibers are so strong, if you come up out of the butt swell a couple inches, man, you could play with yellow pine. You can make it go all different directions, swing it and pull it, and you could do some cool shit with it. But sappy, God, man, well, white pine is too. It's sap laden. God, you cut it all day and you come out and you're just sticky and eyelids will be stuck, you know, open or shut or whatever, and crap everywhere. It's a good tree. They're both good trees to cut in the middle of winter. You want a pair of Carhartt bibs that'll last forever, smear that shit up and down the fronts of them. So, I think we got another pine job coming. We got a couple big jobs coming here. I don't know when they're going to happen. Some are like land clearing jobs waiting on permits and things like that. And some are, I think most of those are land clearing. I got to get over and finish the other half of the one I was on where I was cutting all that big white pine. This was being like February this year. We jumped over on this side, worked this side. Now when we're done, it's dry. I can put this landing in right on the side of this hill right next to the road. And there's only 150 trees over there. So, not bad. That'll only take about a week to finish that out. By the time you factor in trucking, building and closing up roads, landings, and all that shit. That's cool. I got one video come. My cousin videoed a bunch of stuff of when we were pouring the concrete Saturday. So I'll try to get that. I'm waiting for him to email him over. It will. And I have Dale brought some, well, not Dale, but Dale's one driver, Mikey, brought some firewood over for me. You know, the camp's too far from home to haul firewood up, so I got tired of, don't have time to go look for it, so I just got some firewood off of him, some poles. They brought him over. It's like a 15-minute video. Watch it if you want. Don't, you know, whatever. It could be a little boring. It's just, I was like, hey, video opportunity, you know what I mean? So I wanted to video the concrete more, but it was kind of hard because I was the one doing most of the pouring. We were using like a conveyor truck, which was pretty cool. Works the same as a pump almost. Instead of the pump, it's conveyor. Birch and pine too. Birch and pine. Cool. What got you into peeling bark? I don't think I want to peel bark. I have enough problems with it. You load it on the trucks, falls off the logs. I wonder if the sawmill's like if the bark is off them. Money. Mike, if you're still on here, do you like logs like, okay, say you get poplar logs, and you know this time of year and in the spring especially, the bark falls off. Do you like to get them with the bark that has fallen off already? Do you like the bark to be on them? Like some mills, you know, have the debarkers and all that stuff. I wonder if they'd like it when it's on there or off there already. Bark on. Okay, Al, let me ask you. Why do you like the bark on, Al? Does it keep the log cleaner? Because like if you debark the log, then it's, you know, there's less chance of dirt. Or does it keep the log dry, like, you know, moisture in the log longer? Okay, they will check faster. Yeah, they dry out faster. It makes sense. Yeah, you ain't kidding. You like if you're on any kind of landing, like where there's a grade and you set the logs on there, especially that aspen, it just kind of slides right off. It's a pain. Same with your pile too. The wood miser debarker don't take the mud. You know, the wood miser I ran in the past, I quit using a debarker altogether because it seemed like it really wasn't doing anything. It just didn't have enough ass to like cut into the log, or then it would be off a little bit and you'd adjust it 1 minute and then 10 minutes later it was off again. So most of the time it was like if the log's clean as it can be, it was fine. Or if there was a big hunk of mud, just go out with an axe and knock some shit off to clean it out and once you make a couple cuts. But it was like not, seemed to me like the band got dull just as fast whether you debarked or didn't debark. So that's just my opinion. I don't know. But I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything new. Check out their site. Pretty cool. I will do that. Ever drink? Travis, you take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. I guess if your logs are clean, you know. I could just see debarking like that poplar or this aspen I'm doing. You know, it's just big hunks apart. Like once you start getting it going, big hunks fall off. Yeah, it debarks fast. That's got to make a nightmare to clean up under the debarker though every day. My God. Because just what piles up around my buck saw is just, if you can't reach it, and there's places you just can't reach it close enough with you with the grapple, to go down and it's heavy, it's awkward, slimy, and it gets like weaved together and you can't, you know, you're just pulling, excuse me. I have got, ooh, hey, there it is. I've been looking for this little booger for like 3 days. I'm healed, Mark. I'm good. I mean, I get sore, but I feel like I'm back to fighting weight, man. Yes. Basswood does get bad. It's right there with the poplars. But okay, I need to get a new one of these. This thing is freaking ancient. I've had this since I've started. This is the Hero 3. I've had this since I've started my channel. I actually bought this. Not, you know, I was like, I can't, you know, back then I didn't have the phone that could do videos, or I didn't know shit about that. So I just can't bring myself to buy a new one. I don't know why. I just, money's been, I'm trying to keep it held back for this pump and hydraulic pump and things like that. So when I get to something like this, it's like, well, it's not a necessary thing. But I do need to get a new one. This one's getting pretty rough. Someday I'll get one. We'll see. But all right, everybody, I think I'm going to jump off here because I feel like I want to do some more sleeping, because sleep is good. But you all, Dan, it's a hydraulic pump. Hydraulic pump on the loader. Did I miss a comment? Oh, Dan, I'm sorry. I missed your comment, buddy. I think it's, I did some tests on it that Barco gave me, and I think I have it narrowed down to the pump. I think the pump is bypassing. I don't know if I figured it out. I'm out. Let's see. We'll rebuild the pump, and it's a Rexroth pump. So have you ever messed with a Rexroth pump? Know anything about them? Like how to figure out how much, like what the flow rate is on it and stuff when someone ripped the tag off of it? So maybe I'll give you a call and ask you about it, but we're going to rebuild that. I might just take it to the shop and have it rebuilt. I don't know. We got to see what the funds allow us to do. I seen Saturday, Dale kept you busy working on it. He keeps breaking poor Kimmy. My God, that fella's rough on equipment. So, but all right, everybody. You have a wonderful night. You stay safe. Have a great week. Looks like it's going to cool off for us at least. Nice. Y'all take care. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Wonderful night.